Hello, guys, and welcome to our next lesson. In this lesson, we shall be covering variables and data types in JavaScript. What are variables and what are data types? First, we can try to understand what are data types. Data types are basically either numbers, strings, booleans that are true or false, null, and are defined. But in data types, we have two types of data types: the primitive and non-primitive. Primitive data types basically means these are the data that is not either an object or not a method or property. And we can see the examples of these data types are either a number that is 1 to 9, then we have a string from character A to Z, then we have a boolean that is true or false, and then we have the null type and the undefined type. And we have the second non-primitive data type that is either object and an array. We shall see exactly what are these objects and arrays and data types, numbers, boolean when it comes to the practical part. Then we also have variables, which is our second lesson. Our variables are basically how you declare a memory location, assigning a memory location to a particular value, a particular variable. There are three or four ways of declaring variables in JavaScript. We have the let keyword, the var keyword, meaning that is a variable, and the const, that is a constant keyword, and then the using of nothing. Let's try to do these data types and variables in practical. Let's go to our Visual Studio Code, and before we create our variables, we said there are two ways of including your JavaScript in your HTML file. First, we said there's the script tag, and then the creating external JavaScript file. Let's try to create the script tag. In script tag, you can either create it here inside the body, here outside the body, and call that script, either here, or you can create your script here. That's how you add your script inside your JavaScript file. Then we have the second method that is the mostly advised that you use. You create a JavaScript file. We can call this, you can name it script.js, meaning that is a JavaScript file. That is the second and the most advised way of creating your JavaScript. We can do away with this, and then after creating that, you have to import the same way you imported your CSS file in your Java or in your HTML file. You have to import the JavaScript file that we have just created here. How do you import that? Between the head tags, just add your JavaScript file here. You just script, and then you use the source. Then the source specifies the source where the file is coming from. In our case, we have a script here, dot slash script dot .js. Then that means you have successfully imported your JavaScript file. But JavaScript has a tendency of loading fast than your HTML. But we want to avoid all this. How do we avoid that? You use the defer keyword. The defer keyword basically means your HTML content will load first, then later JavaScript will load after your HTML has loaded. Let's save, and then now we can go to our data types. As we saw here, we have three or four main ways of declaring these variables. We have the let keyword. How do you do that? You can declare a variable like let my name is equal to, you assign a value. My name, we saw that we have several data types here that are the numbers, strings, booleans, undefined, and so on. How do you define my name? My name is a string. This is how you define a string, or you write a string. My name is John. This is one way of declaring this variable using the let keyword. You can also declare another variable, my age. Let my age is equal to, we know my age is not a string, it's a number. My age is 44 years old. That's how you declare a variable and you assign it a data type of a number. We also have the another data type, and then let um, random value like married. It should be false, either false or true. This is a boolean data type. We also have another data type that is null, string, boolean. We also we have seen the use of the three data types, but we can try to use another way of declaring this variable. We have used the const, we have used the let, sorry. Then we can go and use the var. We can replace all these with a variable gender is equal to male. This is another way of using the same method. Instead of using let, you can use the variable keyword. We can also use the third variable keyword, that is the const. Const means constant. Anything that you assign in this constant, using this constant keyword, it's a constant, cannot be changed, cannot basically be changed. We can try and const education level. We can define it as a post graduate, and that means whatever we education level here we have defined here, we cannot reassign this value here. That's it, guys, when it comes to JavaScript data types and ways of declaring these variables. In our next lesson, we shall see how do you run this JavaScript file. Thanks, guys, for this lesson. Let's meet in the next lesson.